The harsh reality about Bihar is that people of Bihar are brainy, they are diligent, they are passionate about things they want to get. But the problem is that once they achieve higher positions, once they become famous, they never ever go back to Bihar.
Yeah,
Bihar is
yeah,
the land of great people.
yeah. Well said. Yeah, stereotype that is attached with Bihar, that
Right.
Biharis are low profile people.
I would like to know a bit about you. Then we will go further.
Okay, so I am a graduate, and I have done my graduation from DAV College, Dehradun. After
Hmm.
that, I did a certificate program in graphic designing from AppTech.
Hmm.
Then I went to Delhi in search of jobs.
Hmm.
I okay. Then I work in an advertising agency for
Hmm.
2 years. After that, I joined a printing and packaging company in Mathura. I worked there for almost 12 years.
Hmm.
Then I returned my native place in Bihar, Chhapra, and
Hmm.
as of now, I am running a skill development center where we
Hmm.
teach students basic computer skills and English communication skills.
Oh, that's amazing to know. Okay, so are you the one who teaches there?
No, people are some teachers are there to teach, but sometimes I also teach the students.
Okay. Do you like to teach them English or what subject do you teach?
Actually, I am good at computer also. Sometimes I teach computer, and whenever I feel like teaching English, so then I teach them English also.
Yes, that is such a good thing to do. Okay, so how is that institute going on?
Institute is going on very good,
Hmm.
and students are getting benefited from it.
Hmm.
Actually, it's a government added institute. Government pay us, and we charge nothing from students.
Oh, that's
Uh,
wonderful.
yeah. Actually, the basic idea about this institute is to empower the rural youths
Hmm.
uh, with computer and English skills. So when they go to town or
Hmm.
major cities for job opportunity,
Hmm.
uh, they don't have to struggle.
Hmm. Yes, that's right. And you are doing a fabulous job. That if we are able to bring any change in our students, where it is very important, and we already know that the importance of English. When
Yeah,
you try to get a job, you must have faced the problems of English. If you are not good
yeah,
at English, you might
yeah,
have got some rejections because of English. And now we know that how important it is. There have been so many people. If I talk about engineers, they are very good at academic. They work very hard when it comes to their education, but go for job interviews. That point of time, they value English, and there they realize that how they took English for granted. They must not have taken English for granted, and because of that, they are not able to work with the companies where they truly deserve. So we always give importance to this language when it is too late.
till 2015. uh,
Hmm.
I could not frame a single sentence in English.
Hmm.
Actually, my work profile was totally different. As I was in production of a printing and packaging industry. When I
Hmm.
left my job and come to Bihar, mm,
Hmm.
I I was in 2016. I was doing different things here, but
Hmm.
2017 when I start this skill development center.
Hmm.
Uh, at that time, I did not know how to speak in English or even I could not frame a single sentence. Actually, my background was totally Hindi medium, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, and I was introduced to English alphabet when I was in class sixth.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very difficult for me, as English communication was part of the curriculum, we would often motivate students to take up English communication, but uh,
Mm-hmm.
but the problem was we ourselves could not communicate in English. So it was very imperative for us
Mm-hmm.
um, to take this. So after 2017, I started taking interest in English communication. I took up grammar and and I started following many YouTube videos of grammar and communication.
Mm-hmm.
And recently, just 2 or 3 days before, I came across your channel, and I found your channel very good, and you are doing a
Thank
fabulous job.
thank you so much.
Your communication, your pronunciation, your accent is really well. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, so
Okay.
immediately subscribed to your channel, and
Mm-hmm.
just half an hour before I was watching your channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, and that is so sweet of you that you are supporting a channel which is need to get some support. I really appreciate that. And yes, I also want to know one thing, that was it your sole decision to run an institute where you will help some children, or did you get this idea, or did you have your friends in it?
actually, when I left my job in 2015 and came to Bihar,
Hmm.
I was looking for opportunity. How can I start an institute or something that I can share my experience as a printing professional. One day I saw advertisement in newspaper that Bihar government is providing opportunity for small institutes to um, run a program called Kusal Yuva program. I applied for that and
Hmm.
and got authorization from Bihar government to run this program.
All right.
So I started this center.
Hmm. Yes,
Yeah,
that is wonderful that you got an opportunity and it happened rightly. It happened on the
yeah,
right time, that you were in need
yeah,
of doing something, and all of a sudden things happened according to you.
yeah,
All right. Yes, you are
yeah.
already speaking very well. When I have people who already speak very well, I'm really inspired. I'm really moved. And whatever little knowledge I have, whatever I read or I practice on a daily basis, the same thing I like to impart to other people. And this
Yeah.
has been my job. And every time I try to be the best version of myself. Every time I try to deliver new things to this beautiful channel. I don't know why, but I feel that I have a special nexus with this language. Whenever I speak, whenever I practice, or whenever I learn anything in English, I feel that this is amazing, this is ecstatic, and I am in
You
it
are
out.
amazing, Sunil. You are amazing. You are amazing.
Thank you so much. I'm not amazing, that it is your way of looking at me. It's your kindness that you see me like that. There are so many great speakers that, but very few people are there. They appreciate
Could
people.
you could I ask something from
Yes,
you if you don't mind?
yes, you can ask anything.
Uh, Sunil, are you doing this as a part-time activity or is it your full-time job?
I want to be a full-fledged YouTuber. It's my passion.
Okay.
It's my complete job. Yes.
Yeah. So, what is your background? What is your education? And
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay,
how
I will.
and how did, and how did you develop your interest in teaching people English communication?
Okay. So for learning or for becoming a teacher, there have been countless reasons to learn this language or to share my knowledge or to be a teacher. So if I tell you that what my qualification is, I have done BTech. And
Okay.
after doing BTech, I really did not have the right direction where I should go because I was not good at my technical field. I was not good at academic. Somehow I managed to pass BTech in 4 years or in 5 years. I must say that I have not revealed it, but I'm telling you this. And then I struggled a lot to get a job, and my parents always had high expectations from me because they spent a lot of money on my education. When you do engineering from a private college, so it costs you an arm and a leg.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So where did you get your engineering degree from? Which college?
I did it from a private college, and it was somewhere in Punjab. And the name of my college was Swami Permanent College of Engineering and Technology. So I
Was
did.
your what was your branch?
It was very common that engineers are usually known for it. Computer science.
Computer science. Okay.
Hmm. So after doing BTech, I was left with no choices. I had to work somewhere because my parents spent a lot of money on me. Now it was time to give them something back.
Okay.
So then whenever I went for job interviews, that point of time I was rejected because of my terrible communication skills. And then my father is a police officer. So my father was in traffic, means he was a traffic police officer. So my father wanted me to get a job so that I could stand on my 2 feet. I could be successful timely. If my father stopped anyone, my father used to ask some basic questions: where are you from? What do you do? This and that. Some people requested that please leave us and
So,
don't find us anything.
where did you do your education from? Are you convent educated or?
No, I did it from a government school, and I
Okay.
was from Hindi medium. I must say that yes, I learned everything after BTech. Even I was not mindful of where to use her on and where to use his and there. I was not really aware of these things. Yes, let
So
me tell
how
you
did
one
you?
more important thing. Then you can ask. Yes, as you have asked me, then I'm becoming avid to tell you that how my journey started. And every time people ask me this question, and every time I have different reasons to tell. So my father asked, or my father stopped one person to fine because he must not. He was breaching some rules for traffic. So my father asked him that what do you do this and that, and he happened to be an engineer and he was working in a very nice company. My father took his number and my father told him that I have a son, he is a software engineer and he's looking for a job. If you are able to help him, just get him a job if it is possible. My father came home in the evening and my father told me that I got a number and you have to talk to this person. And I almost had my heart in my mouth, and I really did not know how I would start and what that person would ask me because I really did not know anything. And
Okay.
then that person started talking to me in English, and I really did not know how to answer. I could understand, but I was not able to form sentences. And then I thought of my father's image. My father exaggerated. My father appreciated me that my son is highly qualified. My son is very good at engineering. He is a software engineer. And then I thought that what that person would think. And keeping this thing in mind, I really worked on my communication skills. And that point of time, I was humiliated. That day, I was shattered. And from there, I thought, okay, first I need to work on my communication skills because the person I was talking to, he was brilliant. Yeah, that's how journey
How
started.
did
My
you, how did you do that, Sunil? Actually, I would like to get benefited from experience. Uh, how did you do that? Uh,
like
Right now, because as now you have excellent command over English.
Okay, so sir, the point is that if you spend a lot of time with one particular thing, you do become the master of that, and you find that thing so easy as you have got deep experience in printing and something, and you
Yeah.
are also very good at computer things, graphics and all these things. And if I ask you the same thing, for you things are very easy, you can play with things when it comes to computer. Same
Yeah.
is with me. I think that I'm able to play with English. It is because we have been so curious, and we always see, or you see computer as an opportunity. You always see it a new thing to learn. Same is with me. Every time I become a new learner, every time I feel that I'm novice in English, so that's why I'm quite good at English.
So did you done some grammar classes or
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And as I told you that I was unaware of basic things like where to use her, where to use his, him, where to use their, THERE, and where to use their, THEIR. So I have always been so grateful to the teacher who taught me, and still I respect this person. And he is the one who changed my entire life. And whatever I'm speaking is just because of him. I always try to imitate 1% from my teacher, and his name was Gaurav sir. I really respect him, and whatever I am today is just because of sir.
and how did you get someone to practice?
Okay, how I teach?
No, no, no. Uh, how you how did you get someone to practice with?
All right. So when I was learning this language, I had so many students. I had my classmates,
Okay.
so that I used to talk to them, and my sir was brilliant. And the accent that I'm trying to use, it is just because of him. And I learned, and I guess I was I was in right hands. There were many institutes in my area. I went to those institutes first, and then I realized, okay, I'm going to squander my time. I'm going to dig my own grave if I join those institutes. But at the
Can
right
you
time,
point out point out what is wrong with my pronunciation? As am I pronunciating things correctly, or is it something wrong with it?
no, no, it's not wrong at all. So far, so good. And whatever little I have tried to observe in you is that you have quite good pronunciation. Whatever you are speaking, you did use passive voice, you did use nice words, and they are very nice. That I have also been a great observer. Whenever people talk, I'm always all ears. So that's why I'm telling you that you really do not have the pronunciation problem. And let me tell you that this is called pronunciation, and we say pronounce.
Pronunciation.
Yes, pronunciation. As such,
Pronunciation. Okay.
right. As such, sound is there, so that's why it is like that. And we always have some space to improve. So it is with everyone. It is with you. It is with me, or it is with every learner.
Yeah, yeah. I have to go a long way
Yes.
because I'm just learning. Uh, Actually, whatever English I know, I just learned from YouTube channels and books, and I read English in newspaper also.
Hmm.
But I know never got a chance to interact with someone. So
Hmm.
English is just in my mind, but not
Hmm.
in my tongue, on my
Hmm.
tongue.
Hmm.
So that's the problem.
Yes. And now you have started this. Bit by bit, you are going to see a radical change in you. You have stored, you have accumulated that priceless knowledge, but it's time to deliver that knowledge. It's time to share that knowledge with others. The more you share, the more knowledge you are going to gain.
Okay.
Yes.
So Sunil, where are you based?
I'm from Delhi. I was born and brought up in Delhi. If I talk about my parents, they do belong to UP.
Uh, I am based in Chhapra, Bihar. So
That is when, yes. And I have students, and earlier we used to live on rent, and there were two adjacent rooms, and people were from Chapra, and there used to be an old lady, and we used to call her Amma, and she was so kind, she was magnanimous, and she always helped us, and we always liked to eat their food. Dal bhat was the favorite thing, and yes, and it has been a very long time that I'm talking about the incident. Yes,
religious place, very
yes, it is.
sacred for Hindu religion,
Right.
sacred
Yes.
place for it.
Mhm. It is for everyone. Like anyone can go there. People, when it is about temples or
Yeah,
mosques or churches, so religion is not determined there. It is up to us what sort of looks we take. If I grow my beard, I would resemble a Muslim. If
yeah,
I put on a turban, so it is like that. People have made it a hot potato topic that now when it is about religion, we are ready to fight when it comes to Hindus, when it comes to Muslims. So this agenda is going on everywhere, and people are damn crazy for it. And we feel that our religion is not safe, our sacred places are not safe, but it is not like that. We have been living here for ages, and nothing has happened. If things happened earlier, but now we must not demolish things. We must not demolish the
yeah.
relationship. I also want to ask you one thing that you were in Delhi. Why didn't you think of opening that institute in Delhi where you know that people are curious and you are going to get a large number of students for that particular thing? Why did you do this in your area?
Actually, when I went to Delhi, I was a fresher. I
Hmm.
didn't know anything about. I was just out of my institute, and I didn't know anything about the practical aspect of work. So
Hmm.
whatever I learned, I learned in Delhi, and
Hmm.
then applied the knowledge of whatever I learned in Delhi, and then I applied that knowledge in my job in Mathura.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, while working in Mathura, I grow my knowledge and I grow my knowledge and experience. And when I
Hmm.
left my job in Mathura, that time I was then that time I become experienced in everything.
Hmm.
So
Yes, and I feel that if you have experience play an integral part in everyone's life.
yeah,
That when we have experience, we can take right decisions. And
yeah,
if we have experience, if we have worked somewhere, we might have some bank balance or we might have some savings so that we can easily spend or we can invest that particular thing in anywhere. Yes, so this is the thing.
Al- yeah. Also, I have got some agriculture land in my native place,
Okay,
and
that's
my father was there at that time. So
mm,
uh, I had to look after the family also.
mm, mm, mm,
So
mm,
that's why I came to my native place.
yes. And we should always stick to our roots. Whatever,
Yeah,
and yes, I want to tell you one thing that I was also preparing for government exams. The harsh reality about Bihar is that people of Bihar are brainy, they are diligent, they are passionate about things they want to get. But the problem is that once they achieve higher positions, once they become famous, they never ever go back to Bihar.
yeah,
Bihar is
yeah,
land of great people, but this
yeah.
is
Well
the
said. Yeah.
yes,
Actually, the problem is the stereotype that is attached with Bihar. That
right.
Biharis are low profile people. They are like Mazdoor,
Mm-hmm.
labor class people.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever become rich and well to rich and famous, they
Mm-hmm.
don't want to carry that Bihari tag with them.
Mm-hmm.
They they immediately buy property in some
Right.
metro cities and settle there, and they don't even mention their roots to
Right.
someone that I am from Bihar.
Hmm.
So and what I have observed in last 10 years in Bihar, that people lack entrepreneurship.
Hmm.
All are just behind government jobs. People
Hmm.
work very hard to get a government job, but
Hmm.
they don't take business or manufacturing or anything else.
Hmm. Yes.
Everyone
And
is
we,
just behind. Everyone
Mhm.
is just want to get a government job. That is
Yes.
the problem. And when I was working in Western UP,
Hmm.
people are very much in business, manufacturing. They open factories.
Right.
They get into business or start some startups. But
Hmm.
that thing is missing in Bihar.